Hello, Carter.
Hello, Julian. How
How
are
you?
you today?
I'm
Wait,
I'm
what?
fine. How's quarantine been for you?
It's been great.
It's good.
I've been doing a lot with my time.
All right. Do you edit these?
No,
All right.
could, but I don't want to.
All right. Can I edit it? Because I really don't want this to be on there. Because I don't know how I sound.
No, you sound fine.
All right. So what is this today's episode gonna be about?
No, we just figure it out along the way, I guess.
All right.
Whatever the best thing is said is usually what I make the thumbnail and the title.
All right. So for the listeners, if there are any, I disavow everything that was said in the previous episode. I have nothing to do with that.
I want the listeners to know that everything that I said in the last episode was written by Julian. So I go off a script he gives me every week.
Yeah, I don't get paid for this though, so he gets what he deserves.
All right, incel boy.
Talking about how he wanted to fuck the earth.
It's, I didn't say I wanted to. I just said that's my idea.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make the world a better place.
You just have a bunch of little Carters running around. That's
Yeah, it's like
that's
a
it.
paradise.
Yep.
They'll they'll get they'll get rejected a lot, but it'll be fun.
They're gonna Are they gonna show up to the protests?
They'll show up with uh, those with a bow and arrow.
Half of them will show up in dressed as Antifa super soldiers, and the other half will join. Will come dressed as Proud Boys.
Half of them will be Proud Boys. The other half will be Black Lives Matters wearing blackface.
Oh my fuck! And you'll be a police officer, right?
I'll just be a casual observer. I'll be the puppet behind both of them. For one group, I'll be like, all lives matter. The other group, Black Lives Matter. Just see which one I gain more favor from.
Yeah. So have you gone to the protest, Carter?
No.
Dang.
How was your experience?
Yes. So I went to the protests and I uh I stayed past the curfew, and that's when the police got pretty pissed off at us. They
That's why
started
you're
like,
recording from Mexico.
yeah, I'm actually in the Mexican embassy right now.
You were the only person there that was screaming Brown Lives Matter.
Yeah, both groups went after me, so I had to make a run for it. Even the guy with the crossbow was like, "What the fuck?" It's like he started to put in the second arrow, but his car was already totaled by then, so he was fucked.
He's trying to chase you down.
Yeah, they're like, "This man is too powerful."
Pull a Speedy Gonzales on his ass.
Yeah, dude. The police showed up with like big ass armored cars. I was like, where's our armored cars? This isn't fair.
This isn't fair. Give me my armored car. You should have called 911 and be like,
Yeah,
give me
there's a
an armored
bunch of
car.
people with rifles here. Please send help.
There's a bunch of people threatening to shut down this protest.
Yeah,
Please send
we're
help.
we're peaceful and they've got like shields and stuff. No, there's people
Someone's
like
putting
what?
someone's putting their knee onto my throat. Please send help.
There's like four cops watching it. It's like, yeah,
They'll just assume you were a prank call and hung up. Next day, I just see you on the news, dead. I'll just shrug my shoulders and be like, "That's what he gets for going to a protest," and then just casually forget about you.
yeah. Next school year goes on without a hitch.
Next school year goes on, and then at the end, like there'll be an in memorial for you, and they're like, "Oh yeah, he died."
Yeah, I get the builder of the year post mortem
Oh yeah, you get blown out of the year because
posthumously. Yeah,
no one remembers that you're gone. They just assume
who
you've
the
been quiet.
fuck is that?
You've just been so quiet throughout the year that they're like, I guess you won Builder of the Year.
Yeah. What are
Oh,
I don't even know what the awards are for. Like, isn't there one for like being quiet all the time?
probably.
Yeah. It seems like we have a builder of the year. I mean, builder of the month like every week. So
They should
yeah.
call it Anne Frank of the Year for that one.
hmm So for the listeners, Abdi was supposed to be here, but his mom didn't let him. He was gonna come talk to us about like his
Spirituality.
his philosophy.
About being red pilled.
Yeah, maybe we'll have him on next week, but or yeah, whenever
Yeah.
Carter isn't busy fixing his car.
I fixed my car today.
Yeah, it's always breaking down because he never cleaned it out.
No, I have not cleaned it out ever since I gotten it. I saw some weirdos at the place at the car repair place. There were two fat people, and they both seemed like they were methed out of their minds. One of them was a veteran though, so I was like, I feel bad, but at the same time, I'm like, you're so skeevy
How'd you know he was a veteran?
because he asked, "Is there a veterans discount?" It would have been funny if he just claimed to be a veteran, but was just wearing camo because he was only wearing camo
You
shorts
could have pulled
and
out
like
your phone and been like stolen valor and put the camera in his face. Stolen. What?
citizens arrest.
What? Brigade were you in, bitch? Tell me. And he's just like, what the? I'm messed out of my mind, bro. Don't talk to me.
He was wearing camo shorts, but like super long shorts where it's like those like stereotypical like Mexican shorts the
Mm.
locals wear, Vatos wear. And then uh and then he was wearing a Rick and Morty t-shirt, so it was funny. It was funny as hell to look
A camouflage Rick and Morty pickle T-shirt.
at. And then his wife was just like she put her hand down her pants way too much. I was very uncomfortable.
Carter, you and me should join the army. We could do some war crimes, and so we could get a 10% discount at Denny's when we come back.
We're honorably or no, dishonorably discharged,
Yeah.
but we still use
We got dishonorably discharged from boot camp, but we can still get the discount. I hope.
we intentionally shoot our foots the first day.
Yeah.
Or we pull a full metal jacket, just kill our drill sergeant.
We can't. Yeah, because we
He bullies me too much. I'm gonna kill him.
We were the most athletic in our PE class, but that's not really saying much. So I don't think we'd fare too well in.
Well, we weren't the most athletic.
Well, we weren't at the bottom. Is what I'm trying to
We
say.
were like the top tier, but we had others carry
But that
us.
that's not saying much. Like, yeah,
I miss PE. I miss the good old days of watching, um, like our boys, our favorite seniors and speds working out. It was always fun.
yeah.
Like the Hunchback boy.
Oh my god. That Hey, he put in the work though. He was like,
Yeah, you put in the work lifting those 5 pound dumbbells,
"Shut the fuck up."
just sitting. It's funny as shit. He was sitting in the corner doing weird squats and then lifting 5 pound dumbbells. And then he would just randomly start running around the gym and park
You know what?
when
I
everyone
hope
else is
I
having.
hope he makes it in the military. I
Is he going to the
I
military?
I hope so. So he can prove you wrong and just shit all over you.
He comes back buff
Yeah,
as
he
hell,
just
but still with a hunchback.
twists you into a pretzel.
People told me he did for a workout he did like some weird position and I'm very curious. It's called the Superman, but I don't know what it is. I think it has to from what I'm guessing, it's laying on your stomach and then just putting your arms and legs up in the
Yeah,
air.
that's what it is.
Okay. But people told me like he has a weird Superman.
I I wonder what else we missed in PE. I'm sure there's a bunch of funny shit that happens in that class.
Oh, I never sent you the pictures that I send everyone else about him.
What the? Why you just have pictures of that poor kid?
Because I found his Facebook
No, you,
and then
dude.
I, I found his Facebook and then I like the first his profile pic immediately drew me in because it was hilarious to look at. And then I found like a school shooter picture and it was hilarious.
Carter, we're never gonna. They're not gonna let us back in APA, dude. We're gonna be
No, we'll be
expelled
fine.
during the summer.
We'll be fine. Just come back. Mr. Peterson won't let the both of us
He's
in.
like, he's just waiting outside the door. He's like, "Hey, come with me." Just takes us, lines us up against the wall, and he has
Starts ass
no.
raping us.
I was gonna say he has a staff like fire squad.
A paddle. Starts paddling us. You've been naughty, boys.
Yeah, he's like,
Shames us with his Mormon ways.
he has us put on the special underwear.
Makes us wear chastity belts. It's not like it's not like we're gonna be getting sex anytime soon, so just adds to our virginity.
I mean, that's what you're talking about seemed kind of wild. So I count that as a
This
win.
is a virgins only podcast. Virgins only podcast. I only let virgins come on the podcast, so no Abdi.
Why you got to do Abdi like that? He just couldn't come on.
Just well, it's his fault. We get to talk shit behind his back since he didn't join us.
Yeah.
But I was gonna talk shit in front of his back anyway, so
Okay. You're just gonna talk about his philosophy.
I told him not to talk about his philosophy, but I know he's gonna bring it up anyway.
I kind of wanted to talk to him about it on the podcast, but whatever.
I would have listened for like 5 minutes, and then I would immediately changed the topic.
We're just talking about how there's interdimensional pedophiles, and then
As
you
soon
just
as
start
he's,
talking about like the Wendy's that got burnt down.
I just talk about being a pedophile on my own.
You ask him how you can become interdimensional.
I must fulfill Alex Jones's philosophy
Yeah,
or prophecy. I mean,
or gotta become a crisis actor.
I should just fake an injury in the middle of a protest, and then so I can be featured on Alex Jones is hit show Infowars.
He's
Now you can clearly tell this is a crisis actor by the way he pulls out ketchup and sprays it all over his body.
you should wear an Infowars t-shirt too.
I should wear 9/11 was an inside job t-shirt and then bring around vitality pills.
Yeah, bring get the suppository pills. They're like an inch thick.
Those pictures prove to me that Alex Jones got the help he needs with those
Yeah,
vitality pills.
he's looking like he's gonna burst a vein if he.
If he takes one more pill, he'll be testosterone. He will just be pure testosterone.
He'll be like 1% fat, 99% testosterone.
Imagine Alex Jones just going on a full-on rampage throughout the city.
It's like his supplements are like what's Popeye's spinach. It's like spinach for him.
Breaking news: an escaped gorilla is going throughout the town wreaking havoc. Wait a minute. We're getting reports that it's just Alex Jones.
It's like the siren head.
No, no, no. I can't do an Alex Jones impression.
He's gonna suck up all the water so no more frogs can turn gay.
I'll take the gay for you. I'll take the gay bullet. Drinks the water, takes vitality pills, starts sucking cock throughout the town, pulling down men's pants.
I I feel like this podcast is gonna come back and bite us in the ass. Like
It will, but it's the last year of our high school, so what are they gonna do?
for like future careers, like that guy on SNL.
Well, we haven't said anything racist yet,
Yeah,
so
you're right. We just said some weird ass shit on the last episode.
I still stand by everything I said. If you're depressed, kill yourself.
You should join Hope Squad.
Should join Hope Squad and then just ruin people's lives.
Yeah.
I always told people I wanted to be a kindergarten teacher so I can mess up children even more.
Um, I don't know. You'd probably end up as like a seventh grade English teacher, or no, an eighth grade English teacher. Yeah,
Eighth grade. Eighth grade. Fucking
in a certain room,
slowly put my hand over some people's shoulders and then accidentally put my hand a little too
and
low.
then they complain, and the administration does nothing about it.
Uh, were you there with me when we started following administration?
You started following them? No, I don't remember that.
I think it was just me then, because I remember when she reported to administration, and then I was like casually like watching from afar, and then I followed the bald man upstairs, and then I saw him talking to him, and then I came back like 5 minutes later, and they were just laughing with each
Oh,
other,
I
and he
remember
was
this
walking
story. Yeah,
away.
you were by yourself.
I was left alone in a room with that man. He wasn't gonna do anything to me, but still.
I read that he went before like I think I don't know if it was the Supreme Court, but they revoked
Yeah,
a couple of his charges because the judge was like,
It's,
these are weird and
well, it's not
disturbing, but they're not. Yeah, they're not.
pornographic.
Yeah.
They were scrapbooked.
Hmm.
They were just scraps.
And then in the comments, they're like, some people are like, "Well, yeah, how do you know that those were pornographic?" I'm like, Jesus.
I just imagine like a sweaty judge just like pulling on his collar, like, ooh, I don't know what you're talking about. Just don't go through my search
Just has a
history.
backroom deal with where he can keep half the pages. With
He frantically pulls out his phone and starts deleting his history.
those were the good days when you could just.
Those were the good days where, like, the first couple of weeks we didn't know where he went. We just
I
assumed he
still
left.
remember when
And
I was walking down the hall and everyone just suddenly goes, "Oh, hi, yay!" And they're all like laughing. And I was like, what's going on?" And
oh yeah,
they just show us
I
the news
I
clip.
immediately walked out of science. I was walking out of science, and then I just hear people like, "Hi, yeah." I'm like, "What the fuck happened?" Pedophile, pedophile. Like, oh shit. I remember we started that rumor too. We just started telling people, yeah, he's a pedophile. You guys didn't know. And then a couple weeks later, it turned out he was right.
Dude, they're like, "Shut up, that's messed up." And then turns out it's true.
Yeah,
Well, we don't
like
know,
we know what
Carter.
he
It could have
molested.
not been that. It could have just been some art. It's just been an art project.
It's just art. I loved it when he
Oh
talked about
yeah,
scrapbooks. It's
he
always my
brought it
favorite
up to
memories.
us. He's like, "You guys should scrapbook. It's a good hobby."
And then I remember he was talking to that one Ashley girl. And then she was like, "Yeah, I scrapbook too." And he's like, "Oh, you scrapbook too? I have so much fun scrapbooking. It's like calm and peaceful."
And then, do you know the eighth grader memes that came out on Facebook?
On Facebook
The
now.
Theop's meme. You don't remember the Theop's memes?
Oh, wait, did he make memes about it, or are we talking about the memes I show people now?
No, Theop made memes about it, like SpongeBob memes on Facebook.
Well, they weren't about Mr. Hatfield, were
I'll
they?
send them to you. Like,
Yeah, I don't know these memes. He must have deleted them. I know he does still have SpongeBob
yeah,
memes. Uh, they're so bad, but they're hilarious to just randomly send it to him. Just whenever he after a few weeks, I just like to send him the memes that he.
yeah. Do you have your phone on you? I'll send them
Have
to
you?
you.
Yeah,
Right?
have you been texting Thea?
No, but on the Zoom calls that we have with the counselors, like everyone is just quiet except for the counselors. And then when they're like, "All right, guys, we're gonna leave now," I'm just like, "Bye, Thea. Bye, Thea." And he actually responded, which is nice. He's
This,
like, "Peace out, Julian." All right, I sent it to you.
all right, let's see. I might just make these the thumbnail if they're good enough.
Yeah, just clip that and make it the thumbnail.
Oh, maybe I have seen this one. He has a similar meme. I don't know if that's the same caption or not. I haven't looked at him in a while.
For the listener, it's
My boy
just
Theo,
a SpongeBob meme.
the
Yeah, the
caveman,
caveman SpongeBob, and
caveman.
it's top text. Uh, Hold on.
All right, I gotta remember 20, like the 24 mark, just to put a
Top
picture of
text
this.
is when Mr. Hatfield says he likes scrapbooking, and you find out, and then bottom text is, and you find out he adds special ones. And then the caption Thea put is, "I'm so done," and then 3 laughing emojis, and the date was May 2nd, 2017.
Mine's oh,
So, yeah, it's
this might be just
You
the
need to get
meme
Diop on
podcast
here
because now I want to
and
see his.
explain himself.
I've been trying to get him on here. He just doesn't respond to me. He'll respond every once in a
He's
while.
seen the second episode of this cast.
I sent it to him. I don't. He didn't say anything. When I sent him the first one, he's like, "Wow, you actually made a podcast. Cool job."
Yeah, he's proud of you.
Yeah, what is this? I don't understand the memes he made. Okay, the the ones I'm talking about, the "Where's Mr. Krabs" memes,
No,
where he has like five memes where the joke is "Where's Mr. Krabs?"
I I don't know what you're
Just
talking about.
three, four, five. Five of them are just "Where's Mr. Krabs?" Then there's a Steve Harvey meme where you're talking about sage testing. This is just terrible. He has a pretty racist meme for himself, where it's a picture that Hotline Bling Drake meme where the top one is cantaloupe and then the second one is watermelon.
When were these made?
All back in
Uh,
2017.
the height of memes with
The height of
Pepe memes.
the my boy Thea so far fell so far from grace.
Yeah, now he's now he's joined the basketball team and he's too cool for us.
I like to see where basketball takes him in a few years when he's by himself in college.
And we're all successful. Yeah, we'll be doing great, Carter.
I know we will. I'll be doing this podcast.
This pod, I saw how many views the last one got. Like one view. It has 0 likes and 1 dislike.
And I have some bots fucking uh
You paid
sending
bots to
comments.
watch the video, but even they can't watch the whole thing. This is terrible. So, how'd you get Luis to get on that in the last episode?
I said I still have to do an episode with Julian and Amdi, but when I do that, you can come on the podcast. He's like, all right, whatever. And then 5 days ago, he was he asked me again, when am I going to be on the podcast? And then I'm like, I'll just show you how this works. And then I'm doing the Julian and Abdi episode this week. And then he's like, all right. So we tested it out, made sure his audio is good. And then like a day went by, and I'm like, we started making jokes, making fun of Sater's new podcast. And I just decided, whatever, we'll just do a podcast today.
Wait, they made a podcast too? Dang.
Two bros, two chairs. That's why in the beginning of the podcast, me and Luis are like made a joke saying, "Rest in peace to Jorge Lloyd," because that's how uh, Sater started his podcast by saying, "Rest in peace to George Lloyd," not
Oh,
George Floyd. We thought it
I
was,
thought you guys were just being
which
jackasses
was
though.
so stupid. No, if people think we're being jackasses, then I don't really care. But we were making fun of
Yeah.
someone.
Did you listen to the whole thing?
No, as soon as I heard George Lloyd, I turned it off and started laughing hysterically.
Yes. So, do you, so you do know who George Lloyd is, right?
George Floyd, yeah.
Wait, so it's just his podcast? Like it's by himself?
It's him
Oh,
and David.
dang. I used to be such an innovator. Like I made the clothing line that put out one piece of clothing in ninth grade, and then everyone was like, "I'm gonna start my own clothing line." But now we've fallen behind, Carter.
I was pretty innovative in like eighth grade.
Yeah,
When I got
started
suspended.
rapping. Why did you delete that song?
It was a
It
great
was a good song.
because I wanted less of a punishment.
Did you delete it before they called you in? Do you
Yeah,
still have the recording?
no.
God damn it, Carter.
Why would I keep that?
Because it was good.
I should just recreate it for the podcast from memory.
Yeah, do a little snippet right now.
I don't even, I don't even remember any of the words. People will come up to me and say it, and then I have to remember. Oh yeah, I said that once, and then I just walk away.
Yep.
A lot of jokes bite me in the ass
Yeah, this
sometimes.
podcast is gonna bite us in the ass.
Uh, I wouldn't care as much about this podcast. I say weirder stuff. I've said way weirder
Yeah,
stuff.
but that stays between you and God.
Like I remember one time, I don't know why I said this, but I know I meant it as a joke. Like one time I just told people, yeah, I caught my dad masturbating. I don't know why I told people that. And then people like from like 2 years later, like, remember when you said that? I'm like, no, I, I don't remember why I said that. I don't remember when I said that, but I know I probably said that as a joke. I only choose to remember the best bits of mine, like Jesus coming back as a gay man, and immediately he starts looking for cock to suck.
The second coming.
Oh damn it! I never thought of that. Damn it! Fuck. Now I
Yeah.
have to come up with more
Yep.
to this joke.
I hope people don't listen to this.
The only people that listen to it are people we show it to.
Abdi said to promote this. I'm like, that's a terrible idea.
Abdi's gonna
I
promote
hope
it.
he
I know
does.
he's gonna promote
I
this
hope he does.
episode. I don't care if he does. I kind of hope he does, just to see how far this gets before we have to shut everything down.
Before we have to change our names and move to Tijuana.
My name's Jorge Lloyd.
I thought you were dead, Lloyd.
They only thought I was dead, but I have resurrected into a white 17-year-old.
I'm looking at these Theop memes right now. Yeah,
They're
when the
beautiful, aren't they?
these are these were made when he had a pure mind.
I remember when we ruined it for him. Oh, that was beautiful days when we ruined everything for him.
Poor Theop.
I don't feel bad for Thea. He acts better than us now.
Because he is better than us. Yeah.
No, he's not. He'll never be better than me. I'm way funnier.
Well, in every other way.
He claims to be funnier. He claims to be the funniest man in our grade, but I don't believe him.
Did he win the spot he was running for? What was he running
No,
for?
president,
God damn it. Why didn't he win?
because of
I wanted to live
other
under
people.
Theop presidency.
You didn't even vote for him.
I don't remember who I voted for.
You voted for. Crusty, probably.
I don't even know. Was he running for president? I don't remember.
Yes, because you texted me like I didn't vote for Thea, and then I immediately made the connection that you probably voted for Drain.
Probably. Oh man, what if he lost by like one vote?
If he, yeah, I was gonna say if he
I
lost
want
by one
those
vote, I'll
charts. I
blame
want those
you.
vote election results public. I,
Yeah, that would. I wish they did that.
yeah,
Made things a lot easier.
you could play the blame game. They should publish how many votes each person got and who voted for who.
No, the who
No,
voted
that
part shouldn't
everything
be
should be
revealed,
revealed. When you
but the
voted, uh, on what device you voted.
oh maybe my votes might not have counted because I technically didn't turn my votes in, even though I did. But stupid Google
So you just
Classroom
got zero
doesn't
votes.
work.
I think your campaign video was probably the worst one. You're just
I
sitting
know.
next to a door with your guitar and you don't even play it.
I played it. I just didn't play good.
You should have asked Sorensen to be in the video with you.
Sorensen. Hey man, people told me it was funny. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, but two
Two
people
pe
told you.
two people told me it was funny. A teacher and a person who texted me the day of.
Which teacher told you it was funny?
Grossman.
Yeah, I don't know Grossman, so can't say anything about that.
He's very he's a very nice guy. I don't want to talk bad since he emailed me
Dang,
that
he
was
took the
funny.
time to email that to you. Dang.
I didn't respond though because I
Just
didn't
say
know how to respond
thanks.
to that. Yeah, but that's an email, man. I don't like sending emails.
Just ask him what his Snapchat is.
Ask him what that mouth do. And yeah, he also emailed my mom that I was
Okay,
funny.
that's weird.
So that was kind of weird. He emailed my mom saying how much he liked teaching me, which like if he wasn't who he was, I'd be like taking it weird, but he's like very Mormon-y,
Mm.
so I'm like, okay.
Oh, I got an email from like our governor and our my representative after the protests, and they were saying, "Please don't be violent at the protests." And I'm like, I hope everyone else got these emails
They
because
sent a pic
if they just sent it to me, that's
they,
yeah, they're like,
they sent a
yeah,
picture
we
of
saw
you.
you there.
We saw what you did.
We now have a sniping team outside your window.
If you try to go to a
Yeah,
protest, you will be shot.
we've wired your room. We we know what you do now.
Start start tapping my phone.
Yeah, they're just getting all the context I have. So if you're watching this, if you're listening to this podcast, you're on a watch list now.
If you're listening to this podcast, you've already been arrested for pedophilia.
You've been arrested for trying to overthrow the U.S. government.
You're a known terrorist. Osama bin Laden listened to this podcast before his death.
Yeah, he's a he's a known freedom fighter.
Thanks, Osama. Very
Well,
cool.
you know,
Thanks,
Osama
Osama.
was
Very
known as a
cool.
freedom fighter before.
Yes, yes, I know. I know the history of
Yeah,
Osama. This isn't a history podcast, Julian.
but wait, how did you know the history though?
Because Mr. King taught us.
Are you taking any AP classes next year?
Yeah.
What are you taking?
Dev.
I'm taking that and McKelvey's class. So yeah, I'm pretty smart. I hope so too.
I hope you fail. I honestly hope. I honestly hope you fail.
If I do fail,
Did your grades get
what?
better or worse? Did your grades get better or worse
They
since
got
we've been
better.
online? I was gonna say if they got worse, then I have no hope for
Yeah, they
you.
got better. I have all A's except for the classes which I was failing already, and they got worse.
I have all F.
Did you? No, you didn't.
What are you talking about? You have no proof. Show me the proof. Show me your birth certificate.
I'm gonna try to run for president of America,
I claim you're born in Kenya.
and so you better not ask for that.
I swear you're born in Kenya. I saw your birth certificate before.
Well, it looks like we might have Abdi joining. Dear listeners,
Oh god, this is gonna be like 10 times worse. Somehow my viewers are gonna be in the negatives.
we're about to get a spiritual reawakening.
I
I'll
told him
I'll
not to
push him
do
to
any
do it.
spirituality, but he's not gonna listen. I'll tell him no. I'm gonna say no. If I hear him say one thing, like women are not
Does he
as
really say
superior
that?
as
No,
men,
he
I
doesn't.
turn no, but he's leaning towards that closer and closer, inch by inch. We'll see him. I say that because I believe it, but I'm trying not to have others. I try to have my only be the only one to say it because it's a fact.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So if you're a girl out there,
Wait,
you already
what about
know.
trans men? Do they
Well, obviously they knew. They're like in the middle because at one point they did have
what?
vaginas. So they're kind of in the middle.
So what about trans women? Do they just maintain all the brain power?
Exactly. They knew the benefits of having a great body, but then they have the mind of a man. That's actually the ultimate form is a she-male.
Oh, the ultimate form is cold bones in the ground.
The ultimate form is being jizzed upon while you're dead. You know, I frequent the local graveyards to find fresh bodies
Oh
since
my
that's the only way
god.
I'm able to have sex nowadays. Even if they're rotting a little, I still put my little pecker in.
And even they starfish to you, huh?
They just lie there flat, so I'm kind of like, come on, at least put in a little effort.
Jesus, Carter.
I pull out with maggots on top of my penis.
That's your favorite part, isn't it?
Yeah, I like it when they course through my blood, when they enter my little cuts. Leave like little eggs for me to enjoy the pain.
Have you
Julian, just being on this podcast will make you get 10 times more rejected
I'm
than
sure.
before.
I mean, joke's on you though, if I'm gonna be homeschooled.
I'm gonna
Oh my,
ask out the
shut the
hottest girl
fuck up.
at my homeschool. Who is it? Your mom or your sister? Who? Which
Just
one?
kidding. I'm going back to school. So
Sped school. That's the hottest Down syndrome girl you see. Even then, they're like, you on Dudesville, so
yes,
no.
you. I hope. I hope nobody listens to this.
It depends on who you don't want
Who
listening. I
listens?
know who does listen, if that helps. I don't know who subscribed to me, but obviously you and Abdi, Luis, Josh, Diego Varela, uh, Karen sometimes. That's about it, really.
All right. So if we get in trouble, we know who to ask.
I'm gonna make sure Abdi promotes it,
Yeah.
so
Once
we
Opti
have no
promotes
clue.
it, you expect.
You're done. I'm not. I'm still gonna do.
No, if we get in
I'm still
trouble, I'll
doing this
still do it.
podcast no matter what.
I'll do it while we're suspended. We'll just.
You're just gonna hear my parents yell at me in the background, like, "You still fucking doing this podcast?"
Yep.
I'm surprised you have
I
Wi-Fi
am
to do
too.
this podcast. Actually, the last bit of bandwidth goes to this, and as soon as you're done, it just drains the entire household.
It's okay. I upgraded to
Still love it when you. I still
optic
love it when
fiber.
still love it when you tell me like whenever you have bad grades and your parents turn off the
Just makes them
Wi-Fi.
worse.
Your brother and sister just your brother and sister just blame you like, "Great job, Julian." They
Yeah,
just shame you.
I'm gonna move. Carter, let me live in your basement.
And anyone listening to this podcast, I want to let the record state that Julian lives on a cardboard box on your local street corner,
Every
so
cardboard
please leave
box I
money
live
in
in.
front of
So
it.
I
He
have
has
a
an intermittent soap.
system of tunnels. So if one morning you wake up and there's a cardboard box outside,
So
throw some money in there.
if you if you've ever listened to Alex Jones's interdimensional pedophile rant,
It's
just
just
know
a
he's talking
system of
about
tunnels.
Julian and his cardboard box.
So, are you gonna do anything this summer, Carter?
Go to
Oh,
local preschools,
they're out for,
like
on break though.
out for some kids.
Yeah,
Damn it. I just rented this van.
it's an info. You should get the Infowars logo on it.
Put
Yeah,
Alex
just
Jones's
have them
face
like
on it. Him giving a thumbs up.
free
I
free
approve this
supplements.
message and just start raping kids. Free suppositories.
We should you should bring that to the protests.
What's the thing? What's the thing where? What's the pills called where
Yeah,
you have to stick it
suppository.
up your asshole called? Okay, just making sure. Free suppositories, and then it's just me like putting my penis inside a kid's.
I'm gonna tell Abdi not to promote this.
Tell Opti to promote it. Tell him that this is the best
I
episode we
listened to
have
your
yet.
whole episode with Luis while I was playing games, and I think you caused my win rate to go down.
That's
Yeah,
because you're laughing
I
so
was
much.
just so captivated by all the.
the
Yeah,
pedophile,
all
the
yeah.
sexist, all the great jokes. See, my mission is to offend everyone just
You're
to
trying to
see.
offend all the snowflakes. Oh, got him. You
All you liberal atheists out
I
there,
get all my information from Conservapedia.
go
That's how you
fuck
know.
yourself. I get all my information from the good boys, or no, the Proud Boys.
Goddamn liberals.
I get all I get all my information from Trump's Twitter account. So
Kanye is
thank
my
you, Kanye.
favorite
Very cool.
artist.
Kanye is my favorite artist, and people judge me for that. So I don't really
You
care.
should be judged for that.
No, he's making the world a better place with his gospel music now. I'm just waiting for his next gospel album where it's just him just saying Trump is good,
Didn't he
Trump is
cut
good.
ties with them? With the Republicans? Didn't he cut ties with the
Hmm?
Republicans?
I don't know. I haven't really read up on him recently. I just saw that he's a
He's a
billionaire now.
self-made billionaire, just like yeah, yeah.
Kylie's fake ass, even though she lied.
I heard what?
You know, I feel bad for Kylie. It was like, how sad is it? Like, it's so sad to me that she's only
Yeah, me neither.
$900 million. She's only worth 900 mil.
Yeah,
It's fucking sad and pathetic.
dude,
She's not a
step your
billionaire.
game up.
A fucking loser.
Need to you need to hire
The good
more
works.
Chinese workers to make your makeup.
How's your porn watching been going since quarantine?
Um, it's really taken a turn for the worst.
I assume I know what you're talking about since it's pretty
Yeah,
much
even
every
Abdi
meal,
will tell you he doesn't do that, but I
except
mean,
for
come on.
obvious.
Yeah,
There's no way. He has way too much free time on his hands now. There's no way. Apparently, Oppie's the only sacred one.
yeah. It's like those senators that always protest about gay people, and then it turns out they're like getting railed in the back of an Arby's.
He's like, he's like those senators at his own household. He waits for someone to go into the bathroom, starts tapping their foot
Gets
in front of the
pays
door.
pays them in the with an Arby's gift card afterward.
I forgot to ask you how's our friend? How's our good old friend that you've been texting?
It's just getting darker and darker. Like
Please expand on the ever so wanting. Since you said you're waiting for the podcast to tell stories.
um yes, so there's some quite problematic people, you know. We're gonna have
We can say well, we said his name in the last
I
episode, so
know,
it doesn't
but
really matter. How's our friend
I don't
Julio?
want to jeopardize my covert ops.
Okay, so how's he been?
He's just I if I was a girl, dude, he'd be in jail.
Can you tell me some of the chats
It's
he's been
just
sending
like
you?
he just sends me like song lyrics in Spanish trying to seduce me. It's and then he's
Oh my god.
he's looking through his like yearbooks and he's like, I found a picture of you, and one that was like doing
I
different
mean, that,
stuff. Like
well,
one of them was like, I found a picture of you like pretending to be dead for drama class. And I'm like, I do want to be dead now.
he just imagines that he's gonna print out that face and buy a sex doll and like tape it over the face, start
I
having
hope he
sex with it.
does. Yeah.
At least he made one man
At least
happy
someone
in
got
your lifetime.
pleasure out of me. Oh, that's so disgusting.
At least he no, at least he wasn't disappointed in you like your father. I knew I just don't think Speds have like an idea of
But didn't you
sexuality,
didn't
so
you say he was like
just
pretending?
anyone that shows an oh yeah. I forget we say he's a faker. Once he comes home
He's
that
like,
accent
I've
goes
gathered
away.
more information on these subversive, and then he just forwards it to the CIA.
I gathered more information on these hot twink boys.
In-
I swear he has a shrine
I
for
should
all
get
of us.
a. I should try to go to his house and visit him.
You know, be decent. You're just a dick, you know? He's just trying to have sex and you've been asking for it by the way you've been dressing in front of him.
I I go to his house and I wake up the next day. I have no idea what happened. And you just blame me for what I was dressing. Good job, Carter.
I will blame the victim on any rate. Bill Cosby did nothing wrong.
He just fucked up his Jello recipe. Gee, that was what the?
114
That was how
times.
many he did it to. God damn.
Something like that, like in the
And he got away
hundreds.
with
Kevin Spacey did nothing. Kevin Spacey did nothing wrong. He was just a little drunk and couldn't remember the night.
it. Oh yeah.
By the way, he's also gay.
There's like there's like so many Me
It's
Too's,
the
dude.
best apology for
Can't even
rape I've
keep
ever.
up.
My favorite Me Too is still Kevin Spacey and Louis C.K. Just for the Kevin Spacey for the way he apologized and Louis C.K. for the actions themselves. Because you know, I made fun of the Kevin Spacey apology so many times by now. I don't, I don't remember what happened that night. I don't remember if I did it, and if I did, I'm sorry. I might have been drunk. I don't remember. But like 5 minutes later, by the way, I'm also gay. Just want to let everyone know that.
That is the best apology, isn't it?
If he shouldn't have admitted to it being gay, because I feel like that
Well,
hindered
he
it
had to do it
really.
sometime, you know.
No, he didn't, because that just adds to like he's more likely to have sex with a little boy than if he claimed to be
Wait,
straight.
are you saying that like gay people are pedophiles?
No, I'm saying that no one knew his sexuality beforehand, and all of a sudden he got me too'd. Then by a man,
Oh,
and then he claims to be gay. I'm saying he is more likely if he claimed to have been
wait, but
straight,
he's
then people
he's
would
already
have doubted
admitting
it
to
a
it
little
though. So
more. Exactly. I'm saying if I was on his legal team, I would have advised him to claim to be straight.
stay in the closet for the suit, for the legal suit.
Stay in the closet, so claim you like women, so
So
you wouldn't have
apologize
had
and be
sex with a
like, by
little
the
boy.
way, I'm straight, so I didn't do it.
There's also other things that he's been me too for. Like, have you read the
No,
text messages by a guy in a bar? So I guess Kevin Spacey was in some bar one time, and he was just buying drinks for this one guy, and then he just put his hand on the guy's thigh and started touching his penis. And the guy's just texting his girlfriend while the whole thing is happening. He's like, Kevin Spacey just bought me a drink. This is great. Kevin Spacey's leaning in a little too close. Kevin Spacey's a little drunk. Kevin Spacey's touching my thigh now. Kevin Spacey's trying to touch my penis. We truly have a Kevin
We really
Spacey in our
do.
grade. The thigh hunter, as I call him. Thigh
Um,
master.
okay, this is actually where we get suspended, by the way. For the listeners, this is the reason why. Yeah.
Because we acknowledge his
Yeah.
a thing that was supposed to be kept quiet. Didn't you watch his campaign video? He said he's
Oh,
messed up in the past.
so now he's like, it's like Joe Biden. It's like a Joe Biden campaign.
He's like hinting at it. He's hinting at it. He's
I
not
don't think he
saying
was
what it
referring to
is.
that.
I don't care. He left it broad. He left it open ended. I wish we had a Louis. I guess I have to fulfill the Louis C.K. in our grade.
Now you're the Michael Jackson,
Just gonna go
except
into
you're
girls' bathroom.
talentless.
No,
Yeah, because you're
no, Michael
talentless.
Jackson. No, I'm Louis C.K. because I'm funny. And if people accuse me of trying to entrap women and start jerking off in front of them, I'll tell them that it was only for a bit. It was for the podcast.
Yeah.
The podcast is only audio. Yeah, I'm trying to get their audio reactions.
So we're at the 1 hour mark, Carter. What else do you want to talk about?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. How long do
I
you
can
want
go
this to
for
be?
another half hour if you want. I want to match. I want to match Luis's time.
Sure. I don't care. It really doesn't. It
All
just
right.
depends on the guest's time,
Um.
I guess. I don't really care.
So, how's your love life, Carter? Oh yeah, it never
The
changes.
same as it was before. Simpish. Still simping.
Right.
Just doing things for people and getting nothing in return.
Uh, Is this a call out,
So it's
Carter?
going great, you know. No, it's not aimed
Oh,
for anyone directly. I've done this with multiple people.
so you're calling out multiple people then?
No, I'm not calling out anyone. I'm not trying to get in trouble with people.
Well, it's too late.
I'm not trying to start beef with people. Please let me simp for you still, please. I'll do it better this time. I won't acknowledge that you're playing me.
You should just
I'll
you
live
should
in
just be
ignorant
homeschooled
bliss.
at this point. Yep.
Simp for my own
You
mother.
are you planning to go into any of the protests? Why not? We should
No,
go together. Why not? Got to get justice
no,
for
I'm not going
Lloyd.
to a protest. Justice for Jorge. People are just gonna, even when I said like I'm making
I
fun of
thought I
someone,
thought you
people
were
are still gonna
like,
think I'm
well,
ignorant for continuing on. Super. That might be the reason I got disliked, to be honest.
Well, I
On
was
the
pretty
other
sure you
stuff,
were
they
joking
said Jorge Lloyd.
about like not knowing his name. I was like, yeah,
No, I know his name. I'm not retarded. I'm gonna get
goddamn
disliked for saying
snowflakes
retarded
can't
too
say
now.
anything. Comedians can't say anything anymore. No, I don't
Say the
want
F
to
word
get
right now,
canceled.
Julian. Say it right now.
Um,
Say the N word.
I'll say the
Hard
G
R.
word. Gamer. Ooh, got him.
You say.
No, don't whisper anything.
I was gonna whisper it, but
You have
okay.
to say it loud and proud.
Do I have the S word
I don't know
pass?
what the S word is. Oh,
SP.
yeah. Nobody uses
Just
that
kidding.
one.
I don't use that word. That's not a fun word, is it? I feel like people will get mad even if, since no one says it, I feel like people will be mad with me since nobody uses it anymore.
Yeah, the people who are really oppressed in this country are the comedians making millions of dollars who can't say any slurs anymore.
Julian, I feel like we should go send it out to all those people. Let's
All
start
right.
singing Imagine.
Uh, let me open the tab so we can listen to it.
Who fucking I don't think it was Wonder Woman's idea to sing that song. I don't know whose idea it was, but that backfired on them
Yep.
real fast.
We uh we should do a different song then. Let's do a Jackson song.
Let's sing Tequila. Tequila.
All
Dun,
right,
dun,
you
dun,
go
dun,
ahead.
dun, dun.
I can't sing.
It's literally one word though,
I
and
can't.
then you just make
I
noises.
can't even make noises. So
You can sing
you could.
Funky Town. Take me to your Funky Town.
Have you been on Twitter recently? Oh yeah, I forgot about my.
No, have you been on
To
Chatterbait
the
recently?
listeners, we're gonna link my ChatterBait account in the description of this. Please, please, I need money. Like I'll
I'm not
actually get
linking your
evicted if
Chatter.
I
I'm
don't
not
get
linking
this.
your Chatter. Join OnlyFans. Join me and Luis
All
on
right, only
OnlyFans.
if you do a cameo on my ChatterBait.
I guess this episode. I guess this episode will
They'll
be
keep
called
the theme
Chatterbait
going.
Premium. We'll keep it. I'll just have. I gotta retitle the first episode. Porn. Porno Premium. Every
Yeah.
episode is just another porn site.
So, am I getting a sponsorship from Loserville for my ChatterBait or not?
All right, sure. You can put on your
I
little
think I
fucking
lost the
banner.
password, so I can't even do
Sponsored
that
by
anymore.
Loserville Podcast. You lost a lot of followers once you
Yeah.
put that up.
Like, oh, this guy went on Loserville.
A lot of 40-year-old men. Just for some reason, I'm getting views from Germany. It claims a lot of Germans like
A
my
lot of
podcast. So
Vatican
say
City
hi, all
viewers too.
motherfuckers. A lot of alt-right Nazis are loving my podcast.
Yeah, we're just talking about
Because
skull
I just speak the
shapes and
truth.
IQ.
Do you
Well,
approve being a
they
Jew,
say
Julian?
that the Jew. Hold on, cut this. Let's cut this part out.
I'm not
Oh,
cutting
I
this
have to
part
go
out,
do
so
something
if
real
you
quick.
either say it or you don't.
Yeah.
So I guess I gotta put in a little interlude at the at this point.
All right, I'll be
So hold
back.
on. Okay. I'm not cutting this out. It's just gonna be me talking. Anyway, I want the audience to know that Julian is an anti-Semite, but he's also Jewish. He's a self-hating Jew, and he's been hating himself for years. He's actually a known bigot. Like one time, me and him were hanging out. He saw a group of
All
black
right,
kids in front of us, and he just told
I'm
me to
back.
wait here,
Listeners, the
wait
break is
there.
over.
So, huh?
What are you talking about, Carter?
Oh, oh yeah. I was just saying, like one time, me and you were hanging out, and one time, and like you saw a group of black kids, and you told me to wait where we were. You walked over to them, and then just beat the shit out of them, and started curb
Well, that
stomping
was
them.
when I was part of the Proud Boys, so I'm, I'm recovered now. Now I'm an Antifa super soldier. So
Now he's just a Nazi. Now he's just a
I play Hearts of Iron
now he's just a
4, and I
Nazi.
always play Germany. Like I didn't even know you could play other countries. Like every single time, I just play Germany.
He cosplays as Hitler for every time he has sexual relations with a woman. It's the only way he gets turned on. Just imagining Hitler having the same size
It
micro
doesn't work
penis as
though.
him.
I have one too many balls.
He has he has his hole on the normal
What?
side of his penis,
I
not
didn't
the
know that
bottom.
about him.
You didn't know that? Yeah, the hole of his the
That
urethra is
sounds
on the
awful.
bottom of his shaft.
Yeah.
It does. No wonder he was a prick. To all those gamers out there, you're not a true gamer. You don't fucking jerk off to all the male characters you play as.
You you're not a true gamer until you reach their physique.
You're not a true gamer until you have had gay sex in every
There's
dating
dating
sim.
sims now. I
No,
know.
like dating simulator. You can be
Um,
gay on The Sims.
but there's like dating simulators. No.
You haven't known this? They've been around for years.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't know anything about that. So, do you want to tell the listeners that you
Well,
enjoy
it's
puppet
more
porn?
specific than that. It's like I don't like it when you just have the puppet over your hand. Like that's freaky because it looks like the puppet is like you know. But I like it when they have it like up on a
Yeah,
string where you just have that cross and the puppet is being controlled from above. That's more like kinky, dude.
very net. Yeah, I like it when the wooden penis enters a
No, I
female's
just like
vagina.
it when Pinocchio's nose grows like
I myself prefer watching men get brutally
what?
killed after having sex with a horse.
No.
You don't know the story of Mr. Hands? Yeah, he would him and his friend would just go around having sex with animals and upload it. And then one day he had sex with a horse. And apparently the horse, his dick was so big that it like messed up his intestines and killed him.
So to the listeners. That's our challenge for you.
Our challenge is to survive a horse race.
First person to do it gets a shout out from Loserville.
First person to do it gets to escape from
Yeah.
the prison they're being
This
held
is
in.
We're catering right now to inmates. They get to listen to this for free, but everyone else has to get our Patreon. If you're listening to this without paying and you're not in prison, we will send the FBI after you. We got to keep
If
them
they're
on their
not already
toes.
looking for us, we will send them after you. We'll tell them we're you. Really, this podcast is only available in local prisons
Yeah,
since
this is
they
like
can't afford premium
they get
podcasts. So, shout out to all you pedophiles since
they get
you get to listen to our little boy
prison food,
voices.
prison wages, and this podcast.
They claim to be
Yeah.
tortured,
They say
but I feel like they've
solitary
been
confinement
entertained.
is torture, but is it really torture when you have us to listen to?
I thought you were going to say they say solitary confinement is better than this podcast, but is it really?
Yeah.
When you have the funny jokes we've been
An
spitting
hour
out
and
for an
yeah.
hour and 16 minutes?
So I think it's time we wrap this up, Carter.
Okay. Do you
Yes.
want to tell people where
So
they can
if you go on
find you, I
to
guess?
www.chatterbait.com, you can find my account. And if you'd like to don't be a patron, I'd really appreciate it because I need to eat. So yeah. And also we were gonna shout out Abdi's stuff, but he didn't show up, so
If you go up to www.Mexicans Most Wanted, you can see that he is probably on the watch list. So if you have any information on Julian, please let the authorities know. He is a known hate
hate
crime
crimes
performer.
against gamers. The true alphas. All
The
right.
true
Well,
species of
thank you,
man.
Carter, for having me on this. Uh,
I,
yes.
you might come back next week if we have Abdi.
Doesn't matter.
You might not. Doesn't really.
Yeah.
It might just be me and Abdi. Yeah, at this point, it doesn't matter because no one fucking wants you. I already can see the view count.
Yeah.
It's already
It was
going
at
down.
0.
Once
Now
I
it's in the negatives.
said Julian's on the podcast. I thought I was going to get more viewers since get his spiritual buddies
Yeah.
to
I
come
mean,
on,
we've been
but
doing this for
no.
we're almost at the 120 mark. Hour 20, and Abdi's still not on, so.
I
Oh,
wanted to let people know this is a Christian podcast. Christian Drain focused podcast, so please.
And if you didn't vote
Please
for
send
him,
him some
shame on you.
support. But in all seriousness, this is a family-friendly podcast, and you ruined it for me by bringing your
So,
hateful ways
in
on here.
conclusion, yes, all gamers are scum. And yeah, all
Is that the
no,
message for this
because we'll
podcast?
just
Is
be
that going to
talking
be the
about
thumbnail?
irrelevant stuff to the. No one's gonna listen all the way to the end of this. So, all right, I'm gonna hate myself
You
if I
did,
listen to
so
this.
we'll see. All right. Love you. Wait, can we just stay on for
All
like
right,
a couple more. Let's just make it to 120.
Oh
So,
my god. All right, I'm gonna leave.
how was that rape you performed last
Yes, we're not
night?
making it to
I was
120.
hoping. No, don't leave. What do you mean? It was the girl wanted it. I promised you. She sent me an email saying that send your best boy, and I sent you